Hey guys, another quick tip day. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you like the video or like this kind of content, hit that thumbs up button and we'll get more out to you. Today I want to talk to you about motorcycle straps and how to tie down your bike. I'm not going to actually go through the whole process of tying it to a trailer or anything like that, but there are different kind of motorcycle straps out there, and there's some real dangers in getting the wrong kind of strap. Your motorcycle comes off the trailer or out of your truck, and you destroy your motorcycle. That's the best case scenario, honestly, because if that motorcycle comes off and hits another car or a motorcycle or a pedestrian and kills them, that's horrible. That could get to be worst case scenario pretty quickly. So I see a lot of people show up to pick up their motorcycle and they've got these straps. They pick it up at Walmart, at Home Depot. A lot of those straps are only going to be rated for about 200 pounds a piece. They may have a total rating of 800 pounds or something like that, which outweighs your motorcycle, but each strap at 200, even 500 pounds can be outdone by a bump that get you hit in the road and that one single strap breaks. The rating, I would say, is each strap should be rated for 1,500 pounds or more. The Pro Taper straps are at 1,500 pounds. The Rhino, they no longer rate their straps, so I probably wouldn't buy those. You want heavy duty straps. You could go as far as using, there's a guy, SRK Cycles, he sells tank straps. Those are really just, they're heavy duty trucker straps, and they're just a little bit shorter, so it makes it so you don't have a half a mile of strap to have to deal with on your bike. Those will hold down your bike no problem. But I will suggest that ratchet straps are also a bad idea, and I'm going to kind of demonstrate why. Most of the ratchet straps that I've had, I've thrown away, so I don't have a lot, but I've got a few straps here to talk about. So I'm going to talk about ratchet straps being number one, the worst case scenario. Don't like them, and I'll explain why. So we look down here at the ratchet, and this mechanism within the ratchet strap, these can bend. These little parts here are pretty thin metal. Even though this is a pretty sturdy ratchet strap, they can still bend. It makes these really tough to disconnect. This one's still in great working order. Basically, it has this little cam right here, and you can pull up on this, and then it will release the strap. These things are bulky, and they can end up hitting your motorcycle and scratching it. That's number one. Number two, it's difficult to release these a lot of times. And when you release them, they release completely. So it's like the motorcycle just comes completely, is loose as soon as you loosen that strap. And that can be an issue. Some good things about this strap is it's got some tie down points here so that you can actually loop the top end back to this and have that around part of the motorcycle. And that's a pretty good feature. But the ratchet straps, I'd say stay away from. I've thrown most of mine away. I don't agree with them. Even some of these sets come with ratchet straps and the normal tie-down straps. And there's some negative points to these that just pull through a clasp. And here is an example of a standard strap, right? And it's got the little clip here that you push in, and it releases the strap. And the nice thing about this is you can release it a little at a time. The bad part about it is if these are not really, really heavy duty, they can slip. So your motorcycle could end up slipping out of this. It's got little plastic ends on this to kind of save so you don't scratch things on your trailer or on your truck. But I will show you that on all of them, they've come apart like that. So you've got a metal piece in here. So those really don't last very long. Even if, like this one over here, which looks like it's still lasting, if you look down in here, really it isn't, because it breaks right at the bottom part the first time you use it, really. So, all right, so these straps have worked pretty well. I don't even know what brand name they are. They are, I don't know. I think they're from Cycle Gear. And those work pretty well. They can slip sometimes. So if you find that they slip, and this is basically what you can afford, is this type of strap, which is probably, I'm gonna kind of zoom in here. When you tie this one down, in the end, if you loop it through and pull that knot up like that, that'll keep it from slipping. when it's pulling, it'll try to pull through and it tries to pull the knot through and it can't do it, and you can still pull this one right out. So it is a quick knot like that. It's not a full knot. You wouldn't pull this end through. All right, and then that keeps it so it won't slip through as it pulls. It'll just pull that knot tighter and tighter and tighter if it tries to slip. So that's that style. We can move on from that style to a bit more heavy duty. These are, I think, called Rhino straps, and I had some high hopes for these straps. They are a lot heavier duty than what you would buy, like say Cycle Gear for their, I think it's called Trackside. They believe this one's a Trackside. And this strap, which is Rhino USA, and pretty good solid strap. It's really rated for a lot of weight. The sewn in portions are really strong. The one negative side of this is the material they used here is very smooth. So I find that it slips in the strap holder more than other straps do. So that's kind of a negative side of this. A positive side is it's got these little clips right here that when you clip this onto something, it holds it in place so it's not going to come loose. The second positive is it's got this loop. Yep, that's not it. Right underneath here. It has a second strap right here, and this loop comes around and you can loop it into this. If I can show you that really quick. Loop that in like that. So this can go around a part of your motorcycle and not scratch it when you're pulling down. So you don't have to loop it on with the metal part. That's a very positive thing to have. On any strap you get, look for these loops. It's just a secondary loop that comes off next to that. And those are very helpful. So these straps work pretty good. I'd say these are sort of my second favorite strap, even though I found that they can slip a little bit. And on to the best strap that I've used. And I wouldn't ever have said these would be my favorite, but as it turns out, I use these more than any other strap. And these are the Pro Tapers. And there's a couple real positive things. One, it's got that loop. This is the loop we're talking about right here. And two, it has a really aggressive, let's see if I can show that. The teeth here, let me get in there, are really aggressive. This material is not super smooth so that the strap does not slip. I have not had these straps slip, which is awesome. It's got a little handle here to pull on, and then it has a Velcro thing on the end there. Now what's cool about that is when you have a leftover strap, you can actually Velcro it somewhere and it just stays in place rather than going like this and hitting your truck or your motorcycle. On the other end that you're going to attach to your truck or your motorcycle, it's got a really big clip, and that clip will keep that retained at all times. It also swivels, so if the strap is twisted and you've already connected this in, you can just twist the strap and it stays in place. So the Pro Taper, I highly recommend that strap. We're not sponsored by Pro Taper, by the way, but I'm just finding the ones that work and don't work for me. And let me get into showing you how to put these things on a motorcycle, because there is a right and wrong way to do that. I'm gonna have to do that one next week because it'll be a little bit long. So hit that bell icon, get notified when I post that one up. It'll be a real quick video just like this one. Thanks, guys.